impacts better, which a lot of groups are working on, understanding the impact of the ESG. But here's where we don't have enough work, and there are associated financial impacts. And it's not that everything that you're going to invest in has to have a positive ROI, but you need to understand where their ROI is being created. And let me give you one or two quick examples and then get to my ending here. So we worked on using ROSI and deforestation-free supply chains, working with McDonald's and Carrefour, looking at beef in Brazil. And the question really for the retailers was, we want to have deforestation-free. We're worried about asking our suppliers to also make commitments to sustainable agriculture. That feels like too much to do. We looked at two different supply chains, and what we found is that it was through the sustainable agriculture programs that the ranchers saw a 2.3 increase in productivity, a 7 times increase in profitability. They went from 0 quality beef to 70% quality beef. This all meant that they were able to invest in the deforestation-free commitments. For the slaughterhouses and for the retailers, what this meant is that they had lower operational risk because these producers were much more stable financially. They had better quality product, so they were able to charge more at premium, particularly the Carrefour, the supermarket. And they also had lower reputational risk, right? So there were a series of things that we were able to monetize to see that actually you needed to be asking for both, and you didn't understand that until you did the financial analysis. One other quick example, we worked with a Canadian utility in Canada. They're requiring phase out of coal by 2030. This utility wanted to use our ROSI methodology to determine if they should phase out earlier. So what they did working with us is look at a number of factors, including they're challenged in hiring good people because of them having coal in the mix. So they were able to look at how might we monetize reduced turnover. What would that save for us if we went to this quickly and got that reputation as a company as a leader? They looked at saving about $400,000 a year that way. They also looked at an improved win rate. If they went out faster, they would be able to get new contracts by corporations and others who've made a commitment to no coal. They looked at $41 million over 9 years that they could get as a benefit for that. And they also looked at having a lower cost of equity and capital, about $19 million annually, based on investors wanting to have their assets divested of coal. So really interesting analysis, and the CFO and everybody else decided to make the decision to move out of coal faster as a result of that ROSI analysis. So investors are beginning to look at these financials tied to ESG. You know, if you look at KKR, for example, they're working with their portfolio companies to begin to reduce energy use and track financially what that means along with the GHG emissions. But it's all pretty rudimentary. So let's look together as investors at your 2020 New Year's resolutions, right, as we head into the new year. First of all, how many of you met with CFOs to talk about ESG and sustainability? With CFOs, how many of you done that? Okay, good. We need more of you to do that. They're often left out of the conversation. They're often don't sort of have the belief in sustainability. So for your New Year's resolution in 2020, one, please meet with the CFOs to ask for the financial metrics associated with their sustainability investments. They won't have them, they'll have to go get them. And make sure that they include intangibles such as talent enhancement and the full spectrum of innovation and operational efficiency, because they'll come back and tell you very modest returns or losses because they're not going to be looking at the full picture. You can, of course, recommend Stern ROSI, return on sustainability investment, if they are looking for a methodology on how to do that. So what will be different in 2030 if we do this? We can stop having the conversation about whether there is a business case or whether a company can afford sustainability investment or whether there was a trade-off with returns or whether the benefits accrue only in the long term. How many of you had those conversations? We have those conversations over and over and over again because we don't have the adequate data on the financial side of this. So instead, we get this data, we can better focus on scaling up investments in improved management systems and innovations that improve the environment and working conditions. We can help meet the SDGs while also providing customers with sustainable quality products and services, and of course, investors with good returns. So thank you very much, really appreciate your time, and go to our website, CSB ROSI, if you want to learn more. Thank you.